fruits and tomatoes and corn is off the charts. So that's my go-to when I don't have it in my own garden. So today we're doing a little light summer fare, because if you've been following The Grateful Chef on my Facebook page, my group, you've seen what I've been cooking and eating lately. So we decided to go a little bit on the lighter side, and Lynn couldn't be happier.
I really can't, but Paul Flory goes, WTH.
You know what, Paul? Sometimes you gotta know that veggies are your friend. I don't eat a whole lot of them. Salads, even less. But this is a great recipe. And even for a hardcore Italian guy like you, Mr. Florio, would really like this. Your Nona, she'd be like, feh, or my grandmother, my Jewish grandmother would say, feh. But I'm telling you, this hits the mark, and you walk away not feeling like you just left Nona's a Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon. So yes, we are doing zucchini ravioli. At first glance, you could think, all right, what are we going to take pasta? We're going to put the zucchini in. No, doing something totally different. Proving the point that sometimes, well, probably all the time, I should probably eat more veggies that taste good. It's possible to make veggies taste good. So,
Veggies always taste good.
Veggies always taste good. All right, so before we get into the cooking part, I find all sorts of cool stuff at stores, weird stuff. Like I was at the Spanish market, and I bought some Chinese lo mein where it was all in Spanish on the package. That was really fun. But I was in the Asian market, and I bought something Spanish. So I just, I'm dying to open this can, so I figured, why don't I start the show with me opening this can that I bought at the Asian market. It is called Señorita brand cooked dry peas. And it's a little tiny can. I have no idea what to expect, so I figured, why don't I bring you guys along? We're going to open this thing right now. The ingredients are very simple.
Peas.
If I can find them. It is peas, water, iodized salt. So let's check this out. A little easy open can.
If they look good, are you going to throw them in your lasagna?
I am not going to throw them in my raviolis.
Sorry, that's what
I'm going to get a little strainer and a little cup. We're going to strain the liquid. They say curiosity killed the cat. We'll see. All right, so smells like peas. Uh-oh, there we go. And basically what we have are peas. They're not very green. Can you see that on camera?
Yeah.
All right, not very green.
Is this like canned peas?
No, because they're not squishy. They're actually firm. They're cooked. They taste like peas. It's actually a little bit crunchy. So, who knows what you do with these things? They are dry. They're right, cooked, dry peas. I guess I would cook them even more, but just so strange. Comes in a little can. It's about 60 cents for half a cup of peas. Kind of a ripoff. But who knows?
So that falls under your
I had to
don't
try
fry?
them. So, yeah, I have to see. You probably want to cook them a little more, maybe put them in a stir fry or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, there we go.
So we've got.
That's the deal with the peas.
We have Cade with us, he said.
Hey, Cade.
Nice to see you back.
Welcome back, brother.
And he caught me stealing a piece of bread.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Shame on you.
he called me out.
All right. Let's get cooking this recipe. Real easy. Couple of ingredients. So I went to that farm stand. I bought these humongous zucchini. You can do this with the little ones too. You just have to use more slices to make your ravioli. This one I was able to use 2 slices. So that's what I did. I took out my mandolin, my Japanese mandolin, and I sliced long, wide slices. I cut the ends off first, sliced them. Then I laid them out. Lynn wanted me to show you guys this because She didn't know it existed before she knew me. This is a sheet pan, but it's perforated. My restaurant, we used to cut potatoes into water for French fries and then put them on here to allow them to drain. So I put this into my sink and I laid the slices, and just like you would do eggplant, salted them, you stack them, salt them, you layer them up, let them sit here for 30 minutes or so, pulls the water out, at least some of them, and it makes the slices of zucchini very pliable, and that's what you need for this recipe. If you don't do this, they're still a little firm and crisp, they crack when you bend them, so you don't want that. So I did it on there, then I took them off, and I put paper towel on the bottom of my dish. I laid a layer, another paper towel, layer, and I just packed it up. I have one in the oven because you got to cook it for 30 minutes, but we're going to make the rest of these here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. Here I have whole milk ricotta. I buy the good stuff, the stuff that comes in the little metal pail, hand packed. I buy it at my local Italian market. It's actually a deli with a little market section. It is far and above the stuff you get in the plastic tubs. I don't even know what brand it is. So to the ricotta, I added 3 egg yolks. So I guess it was a 15 ounce or 16, maybe a pound. I put it in a bowl. I put in 3 egg yolks. I put in some parsley and copious amounts of Parmigiano Reggiano grated in there. A little salt. Beautiful. You could put a little lemon zest in here, a little lemon juice, whatever you want. I thinned it out a little bit with some half and half. Mixed it up. Actually, I used whole milk. And that's what we're using for our filling here.
If you did use half and half, what would it do?
It wouldn't matter. You just want to thin it out a little bit. You don't want it to be runny, so when you put it down, that it runs. So, but this is such a rich ricotta that I needed to just thin it out a little bit. So once you have your salted zucchini slices, you're going to want to zoom in on this, Winnie. Basically going to lay them out.
Come over to you.
All right, come on over to me. In an X. Now, if you're using thinner or narrower, I should say, zucchini, you might want to do 2 strips and 2 strips. But these are so wide and beautiful, we're using 1. So you're going to take your tablespoon, you're going to put your filling right in there, like that. Very simple. And usually I take the ugliest piece and fold it over. Then I do a side. Then I do this. And then I do this. And basically what you're doing is you're sealing in that filling. You don't want to squeeze it. You're going to put it into a baking dish like I have over here. I've got a little bit of my marinara sauce in the bottom. I put a little bit of some starting to dry oregano. And you're going to want to put it seam side down, just like that. We're going to make a couple of more. So now here, you can see I've got one that's a little ripped. No problem. Let's make that one in the center. And get my next layer here. There's a nice one. Lay that down. I'm going to lay this down. Nice scoop. And you can see you don't have to be shy with the filling because we're wrapping it up like a package. You know, like that. Cover it up. Very simple, as you can see.
That's so much easier than dough.
Yeah. Okay, flip it over. Seam side down. We got 2 more to make. Turn this down just a little bit. My nose is telling me it's too hot. Let's do this one. A nice big one. It is also ripped, but no big deal. Nice scoop. Like that. Beautiful. So I want to do this because I want to really encase it like so. This goes over. This goes over.
Voila.
Viola. Alright, so now you've got it in your baking dish. I'm going to space them out nice. Nicey. On top of this, I'm going to add some mozzarella. This is a regular, this is not buffalo mozzarella. It's not, freshwater mozzarella. It is the brick. I've got a nice, I found Polio actually had 2-pound bricks, which was really interesting, and I bought them.
Where'd you get them?
I got them at the ShopRite, regular supermarket. Okay, got a nice layer of cheese. You can even put some in the center in the sauce.
Because you can't have too much cheese.
Correct.
Right, Swapna?
We want this nice and cheesy. We are going to then grate copious amounts of Reggiano. I say Parmigiano Reggiano to make my people that call me on that every time happy. Sherry. Sherry should be watching this because she's the one that busts my chops the most about
Lack of veggies.
Lack of veggies in my life. Nice. Okay. On top of that, we're going to put some sauce. If you could, use a nice thick sauce because this does put out a little bit of water, although we did salt them.
Is this your sauce or did you use that the?
This is my sauce. I did, I could have reduced it down in a pan a little bit, but honestly, I didn't have time. Nice. So we'll use the rest of this. Make sure there's enough in the pan. Just like so. Alright, and let's get a little crazy. We'll put a little more Parmigiano Reggiano on top. And why not a little more mozzarella? Or they say mozzarella. Could also, wouldn't hurt, a little bit of salt. Using my Fina mill. And we'll go with some black pepper. Beautiful. And if you really wanted to get a little crazy, sprinkle a little olive oil on there. And look at that. Don't veggies look delicious already?
They look awesome.
These go into a 350 oven for about 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. You want to do it so you don't overcook the zucchini. And again, I do have one in here. See where we're at with it. That is ready. Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And we are going to put this one right in. Lynn can have it for lunch tomorrow. Or when we finish this, we can eat this. Beautiful, bubbling, hot. You can see the sauce is a little bit loose because the zucchini put out a little bit of water, but that's perfectly fine. We've got bread for just such an emergency. I'm going to clean up my board here real quick.
Are you coming back over there?
I'm going to come back over here. We're going to plate already. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
We are going to plate. And then you're going to watch me burn my mouth. I'm going to put a couple pieces of bread because I want it to soak up some of the juices.
You have sold Paul. Paul Florio says, you sold me, but I will have to have my meatballs with those yummy little pillows.
Oh, sure you must. All right. Now, typically I would let this sit for 5, maybe 10 minutes, just to, let it cool down a little bit, let the sauce do its thing. Let me put down a towel because I'm going to put this on the board.
That's gotta be it.
Look.
Seriously.
All right. Let's see what we've got here. Woo, cheesy. Get up there. I'm gonna go for the one in the middle. Look at that cheese. Nice. I'm gonna get a spoon. I'm gonna scoop up some of that sauce in the middle.
Oh my god, that looks awesome.
And for the most part, the ricotta has stayed put. Right? Maybe pick a little sprigs of parsley in here. You could put basil in here, whatever you guys want, because, you know, just like my kitchen, my rules, your kitchen, your rules. Probably do this with yellow squash too. Do maybe a nice corn filling like we did for the corn ravioli that I made, right?
Oh yeah.
Work it up. You could, you know, we're growing these beautiful little sun gold cherry tomatoes. You could do something with that. You could even get really nuts.
I don't think we can
and
do that.
incorporate these beautiful red hot chili peppers.
No, I don't think we can
Swapna
incorporate
is
those.
saying yes.
Okay, we have Swapna over here.
All right,
yes.
you know what? Let's
Yes.
get the really nuts. More cheese. All right, guys. Here's the money shot. Beautiful.
Do you want to take a picture of that?
I might take a picture of it. Bear with me.
I tried focusing your cameras. I don't know what's up.
Oh. Allow me.
There you go.
Thank you. Beautiful. So let me take this quick shot for, well, I shouldn't say like joke around about a cookbook because I'm not even doing a cookbook, but you never know. Someday in my later retirement,
When you're really retired, I'm like this
when I'm really retired.
pseudo retirement.
Is that what this is?
Uh-huh.
Fake retirement?
This is your fake retirement.
Wish my eyes worked.
See? Sorry for you too.
All right. Now, I'm stalling a little bit.
So you don't burn your mouth?
I don't burn my mouth, but you know what? You gotta take one for the team sometimes. All right, let me take this off the piece of bread. Swampna is like, hurry up and finish because I want to eat some of that.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Try and cut it right down the center. Okay, it's still got a little bit of body left to the zucchini. You can see that delicious cheese, Italian napalm coming out. All right, here we go. What I won't do for my viewers, look at that, I'm going to bring it to you. Oops, sorry, Lynn. You have the pose of I'm zooming in.
That is the pose.
Here we go. Mmm. Killer. Not overcooked. Could even maybe go a little bit longer because it's got a little bit of a crunch to it. But the flavor is delicious. Creamy from the ricotta, the good ricotta. The Reggiano Parmesan as your salt element, and the sweetness of the tomato sauce. This is good eats, guys. So let's show some love to our vegetables. And definitely you're going to want to make this dish. And I bet you even your kids will eat it.
I want to eat this dish. I want to eat this dish.
So anyway, one more bite. Mmm. It's a keeper. Anyway, nice short little episode today.
I want to congratulate your daughter.
Oh, who is missing in action, but my daughter got a job today, her first one out of college. Bravo,
Yay.
in this environment,
So
it's awesome.
Ray just got a photography job.
Ray just got a photography job. Anyway, so guys, thanks for joining us. Nice, quick, little short one today. We will see you next week. Be well, eat well, be kind. And I will see you on the next Grateful Chef video.